Right, I got the solutions for all the Greek problems. What they have to do to get off the hook is to stop being called Greek. Basically, they have to give up the country. When a private company is declared in bankrupt, then all the debts that this private company has are completely deleted because there is no one to charge the money to. Of course, it is a bit more complex than this, but not that far. It's not that different. So basically, you have to declare the country in bankrupt. Once the country is declared in bankrupt, the country has to give their assets back to the people they own. The primarily people that are owned money by the Greek government are the Greek citizens. Why? Because the government has been taken without any contract 50% of the Greeks in taxes. First, there was a deduction of 20% in the income that they were receiving, and another 20% was taken off in every time that they purchase every product. And for some other council house and other type of charges like that, the Greeks were stolen by their government 50% of their lives, of their money. Now, if the Greeks sue the government to ask them for the money back for all these years, the government plus the money that they own to the European Commission is going to have to declare itself in bankrupt. Now they cannot take all the Greeks to jail, of course, by debt, but when the country is dissolved under the basis of illegality or under any other base, simply because people, let's say, they stop believing in one government or in one country called Greece, the problem of the debt will completely disappear and completely vanish. Now, this is just one of the solutions that the Greeks could apply to their reality, instead of carry on these problems of owning money and being in debt. And at the end of the day, the problem is the system that is behind this money, that they're supposed to be cascading the money that the Greek government will receive. But the money really never reached the Greeks' pocket, the normal citizen's pocket, because all the banks they have their own policies. The publicly run institutions, or the government and the institutions that represent the government, they are completely misconceived. They have been created for another age, another world, when people were ignorant, where people couldn't be held accountable of their own actions. But this will be just the first step towards the reorganization of the society. Let's call that now the Greek society, but in the reality, it is that the Greeks are only one, or the first example, that this democracy system doesn't really work. It is sustained and built up on a lie, and is completely illegal because we haven't signed any contract agreeing with the government that we are fine for them to take 50% of our lives in taxes. Now, the government is providing, no matter what government, but they all provide less services to their citizens. Not the schools are built every year, no roads are built every year, no industrial infrastructure is built every year. So every year it is not necessary for us to carry on paying the same amount of taxes if we pay some taxes, but basically just for the merely fact that we haven't agreed on our money to be taken as taxes, this system is completely illegal. In my book, The Greek Salvation, in the Kindle Amazon, I'm explaining a little bit more further about this chapter of Greece. Keep an eye open, because the book Freedom of Speech is coming soon. There I will be detailing all the solutions that we have and how to migrate from this an existence in moral based on lies democracy that we are living in, and we can move pacifically towards a more accountable society where you and I can build exactly what we all expect: have more money than right now, have better lives, work in cooperation, developing our neighbors and developing ourselves. It's not as hippie as it sounds. It has more reality, but yeah, watch this space. Thank you, you too.